welcome back to the battlefield. Siege Ryan here. We are playing a Pauper League today. I know, I'm normally just playing in the queues, but I was tinkering around with this Witness combo deck, Eldrazi list, I don't know what you really want to call it, and I wanted to try out little bits and bobs and some number changes. So this is essentially the list. We've gone up to 4 Molten Gatekeeper because I think this card is really good. It works well with Foundry Inspector for cost reduction, and it has good recursion in the Unearth with the Malevolent Rumble. What else I've changed is probably Snakeskin Veil. I've added an extra one because it just felt good no matter what. It's a combat trick. It's a 2-for-1 with the Evolution Witness, so you can play it a little bit earlier. It's just good all around. Implement of Ferocity I've been keeping as a 4 because it's been really good with Witness. And yeah, we've gone up on a Bannerhide Crush Shock and we've cut the Mirror Enforcers as well. So this is an update from the list that I played against Strata Games. The sideboard is a lot more streamlined, so I'm running the 4 Pyroblasts. I've gone to Breath Weapons, so we have a way to fight 3 Elves and Fairies in those fast aggro lists. Running 3 Troublemaker Oaths because we can quite easily use this if it's through like Implement of Ferocity or Mere Scrapplings early, or the Rumble tokens. And running 3 Weather Storms for the burn and 2 Tormod's Crypts. I already played this league and we did fairly well. I do have some interesting changes which I'll do, and I'm even thinking about changing it in the form of like, this could be a Scred list where I know Kerbelinksy played a similar deck to this and they're looking at running some more removal spells in green, but I think what we could probably do is remove all these lands, put snow lands in, snow tap lands, and then we can essentially run 4 Screds and 2 Lightning Bolts, and then cut some of the, like maybe a Ferocity and the Raphael or something like that, and then yeah, 4 Screds, 2 Lightning Bolts, so we have more of an early game plan against those faster decks. Let me know what you think about that one, if you want me to play that at all. But anyway, if you do enjoy these videos, please feel free to like and subscribe. I have my coffee down in my description, as well as things like my memberships. If you want to support me in any which way, use my code word Siege Ryan in Mana Traders to get a little bit of money off after a couple months, which is always good. This is how I play all these random decks. And you can follow me on Moxfield if you want, because I keep making decks, because no one's stopping me still. Alright, well, without further ado, let's play some games, eh? I'll see you in the first league match. Alright, we're on the draw here. Look, I think this is fine. We can go get green-red if we need to. We can rumble. Alright, playing against, like, mono-white heroics. We kind of want a combo. That's how we're going to win this game, essentially. We've got some of the stuff. Let's just pass. We'll do the generous and get the red-green land. Although we could just try and rumble. Let's just actually rumble, because we can play the tap land then. And I think we're going to get cooked straight away. And this isn't have vigilance yet, so we're still just doing 1. Alright, let's get our tap land here. And Chrysalis, I'm hoping, because it's some colorless blockers, it will help us a little bit in that regard. Yeah, alright, we've got a couple rumbles here. So we'll play rumble. Let's try and get Inspector. I mean, the Gatekeeper can remain there. Let's just get a Mountain. And then we can play Chrysalis next turn, which would be nice. Just pass. And normally they don't run too many artifacts, so I kind of want to rumble pretty quickly as well, but we will play Chrysalis first. Chrysalis and having 2 more blockers out, it's going to be good, and then we can use the other one to help as well. Flying makes it a little bit worse, but it's not the end of the world. They're just coming for 1. They obviously drew this at Chrome Skyguard, so that's the only main creature. So we got most of the combo now. We're going to play Mountain though and play this Chrysalis, just to slow them down. And then we can block whatever, and then sack a spawn token if we want to. I think we do want to save some level of life here. Yeah, I don't think we're just cooked straight away. They're just doubling up on this Skyguard. Okay. Well, we can't do anything about that Skyguard. We can definitely block this Armadillo though. So for 5. Alright. We're getting closer to God. At least we can block with this Chrysalis. It's got the Void next turn. So Bolt is not that good. I think we need a rumble to try and hit something. We could just try and let's rumble first. Let's rumble first. We hit an end. Okay, we'll take the end because it's got reach as well. And let's play. Just thinking what the best thing to do is. I do want to play the Witness this turn. And just play the tap land, I'd say. Or we just get Forest. We need a Foundry Inspector essentially. We've kind of been through it all now. I don't want to cycle with that just yet. Let's just play the tap land. And let's play a Witness. And we're not attacking, obviously. So Raw Dog and Out of Witness. Because I don't think they run too much, just straight up. We're not blocking that straight away, that's for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we could have, I don't know, having an Ent kind of just does help a little bit. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to block, and then we're going to Snakeskin Bile the Witness. We're going to block here though. And then we just Snakeskin and play out another Chrysalis. We just got blocks for a little bit longer. But we need that. We need a combo. That's the only way we're going to win. Inspector. That'd be fantastic if you just draw an Inspector. Okay, the bolts don't quite do it. Yeah, look. Let us just target this. Get the Chrysalis back. And play the Chrysalis. And we're pretty, we need to draw. We've been through a good chunk of our deck now. We need to draw something good. Otherwise, we are cooked. I mean, double Spirit Link's pretty not good for us. We could just block with Chrysalis. But I really want to use the Scrappling for an Inspector. I think we just take this. If they have, normally they just run a lot of auras, so. Now I have to block the Chrysalis next turn. These bolts do nothing. They're definitely coming. Alright, there's Rumble. Alright, then give us an Inspector, please. There it is. We'll take the Inspector. We'll play an Inspector. And we'll see if they run a Thraben Charm or not. That's essentially what we're doing here. I have a feeling they do. Sorry, we should have flashed this back originally. We'll play the Scrappling, and then we'll just see if this is enough. We're cooked otherwise. We might be able if we draw another counter. Put a counter on this. Alright, we'll just do this 47 times. We'll always yield to this. I'll just probably skip through this. Oh, there we go. That's nice of them. Don't want to waste 47 seconds of time. Yeah, look, let's just bring in the oaths, because they probably run some of the... some certain thingamajigs. We want to keep everything. Raphael's going... I'm not too hot on these bolts, to be honest. I think we just want a combo. And this is the best way to do it. Alright, we'll run it back like this. Let's slow them down with an oath. And yeah, the bolts aren't that good. This hand is not that good. I think we mull this, to be honest. Oh, I'm going to keep this. It sounds crazy, but the fact that we can just get rid of a... I don't know, I think we need to be a little bit lucky with this, how this goes. We got the combo though, essentially. Right, we'll play the Implement. If we draw a Rumble, we're bloody set. Absolutely set. You just have to learn not to become unalived in a little bit here. There we go, look at that. No play mistakes. Alright, I think we just target the Witness, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna really need a red source. We will play just a Witness now. Alright, Ethereal Armor is a good card. It's a very good card. They definitely have the clock to finish us off quickly here. Double Ethereal Armor? Okay, we're at the business end right now, that's for sure. Yep. Okay, now let Inspector. We have to play the Witness. Because at least with them we can just churn through the Ferocity a couple times. If we need to. I mean, if we just draw a Scrappling, then we get an infinitely big Evolution Witness. They might just Thraben Charm this as well. Not like Vanilla Crusader. We're kind of cooked next turn. Spirit Link's a good one. We need to basically draw... Actually, I don't think anything saves us here. Yeah, I think they just cook us here. We can draw an Oath. Target the Ferocity, I guess. But it's probably a bit too fast for us. Well, let's just do this and see what we hit. Land. Target ferocity. A little bit too slow for my liking though. Yeah, we just cooked. We'll go to a game number 3. I don't know if we want Weather the Storm. I don't think it really does much. Maybe they're better than the Bolts. On the play, the Bolts aren't too terrible though. Could cut Implements, I guess, because it's not too much of the combo that we want. No, I'm kind of fine like this, to be honest. We could run Weathers and then, like, if we can cycle through Implements a couple times. But double Ethereal Armor, that's going to cook us. That's just like a very good goldfish for them. Alright, what do we have here? Feels a little bit slow. I think we mull it again. Ugh. Oh, wait, I think we keep this. I think we bottom the Vial. Yeah, because we can next turn we can go. Yeah, I think this is better than nothing because the crystals at least can block us some stuff, which is what I want. And we just need a Foundry Inspector. Probably actually cut the Molten Gatekeepers actually and just have a gigantic Evolution Witness. Okay, Vein Mold to 6. We will keep this. What do we want to get rid of here? I think we just get rid of the Snake's Conval. I want to be able to churn through with the Evolution Witness. And this is essentially a land, so we go the Ridgeline into land, and then being able to play Chrysalis will keep us alive for a turn, and we can use our Ferocity to bring back Chrysalis again, so we have a bit more staying power, essentially, if they haven't Crowan. Alright, so Ridgeline go, and we'll get a Forest straight off with the Ent, and then play the Ferocity. They're in the Sandstep Bridge. They might have a bit of an awkward hand as well, potentially, but we are still going to cycle with this, get a Forest, play it, and then do the Ferocity, and pass. They can run Journey to Nowhere as well, so like if we want, we can kind of wait as well as an option on the Evolution Witness, and not just like run it out. They can run like 1 or 2 Journey to Nowheres. Playing Trailblazer. It's kind of like, I mean, it depends what we draw as well, I think. That's interesting. I think let's just play this Witness and see what happens. They missed the land drop. I think the fact that we can even just make it a giant creature with the Scrappling. I think we draw a bunch with the Ferocity, though, to be honest. Okay, they get protection from green and blue. That's pretty good. We do have the Oaths, though. Yeah, surely they get in. I think we just do the Ferocity twice and then get in with that. Maybe we adapt first, actually, and then we get the Ent back and then cycle the Ent, get a Forest. We got plenty of lands, actually. Well, that's the combo, so let's play the combo and win them. So we'll play Foundry Inspector, play the Mere Scrappling, and then, yeah, we'll sack to that. And then, yeah, that's the combo. We've just win them out. So let's see if they want to... Yeah, there we go. All right, let's go into another round. All right, we're playing this Me-Man 420. We're on the play. Let's see what hand we have here. This is good. The fact that we have 2 Rumbles. We have our lands as well. Part of the combo. We'll just go... We'll go Mountain Go in case they play like a... I don't know, hasty threat we want to get rid of. Maybe they do. We might even just Rumble and try and hit a land and just play a Crush Shock on 3. All right, we are just going to bolt that. Just going to bolt that now. Just get ahead of the game, you know? We might even just play... Oh, that's pretty good, but we will play this Rumble. Ooh. We'll get the Forest because we can technically get another counter to do that, and I wouldn't mind... I just want to play Crush Shock next turn, to be honest, on God. And then we're like a Foundry Inspector away from the combo, but I think we need to do that once we really need to do it, you know what I mean? They're sculling that and then just, what, trying to draw something else? Maybe? Just bolting the spawn. Okay. I think in that case, let's just play this Molten Gatekeeper because it's like a 2/3. And it, you know, it just gets it done. We can play the other one. You know, it's not too bad. And I'm just going to play this Crush Shock out. No joke. Let's see if we can race burn, eh? I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can, dog. But I want to play this witness when I can essentially adapt it on end step or something. All right, there is a gutter snipe. All right, well, let's attack first. And yeah, we'll just play the Crush Shock. Let's just play a 4/4. See if it's enough. I don't think it is with a gutter snipe in play, but alas. Cast you. I think next turn being able to play Witness and adapting for maybe a mere Scrappling and then just putting everything on the Crush Shock. And essentially just build our own Fireball, I think. No, well we can't anyway. Might be worth just to unearth the Gatekeeper and get him with everything and then play the Rumble, potentially. 2 Sneaky Snackers. It's a tall order, my friends. It's a very tall order. We might have to do the combo. We have to rely on the combo a lot, actually, eh? Alright, Ridgeline. So we could just do the flashback this. I think we flashback, do Rumble, and then just play a Naked Evolution Witness. I think that's the correct. And then we'll just try and race him with all this. Implement's kind of nice as well, because we just put it on the Crush Shock. Just grab the implement. We yield to these. I definitely feel like this is not enough, but alas, here we go. There's a lot of damage, and then the implement can do some stuff. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Drop them to 6. And we're playing this Witness. Hell, we might even just block with this Witness, to be honest. I'm taking another 2 and the Crush Rock's a lot more. They have 4 cards in hand though. I think we're blocking the Gutter Snipe if it comes up. That's essentially what I'm vibing here. We need to draw some good stuff. We need to draw something to just get that last little bit in. They have to deal it to us. Alright. I mean, yeah, Lava Dart is fantastic here. Okay, there it is. They can block that and get in for it. They can dart it. Okay, they're darting that. Alright, I think they have us, but it was close. It was very, very close. We really gave it our college best here. And the fact they had Lava Dart anyway for the Witness makes this combo a lot worse. So kind of have to mid-range them out. So we bring in the Crypts here. The Flame Breather. 2 more cards. I mean, they're getting for 6 and then literally a bolt. That does 2, 4, 5, and they attack for lethal, yeah. Funny if they, yeah, I mean, they have a die anyway. Alright, so, sideboarding. We're just bringing Weather the Storms, we're bringing the Crypts, keeping the bolts. Maybe we shouldn't have bolted so early. We ran a pretty tight curve though. We'll bring in these. I kind of want to cut some of the combo, to be honest. I want to keep the Raphaels. The Witnesses just did not feel good. At least we can kind of spit out the implements as well. And they have a bit more of an attack here as well. Maybe do something like this. I don't know how this will go, but it will go nonetheless. Oh gosh. Alright. Yes, we'll play. Well, we obviously cannot keep this, so we'll mull it. We cannot keep this either. We'll mull this. They're mulliganing to 6. We will keep this. We'll get rid of the Ridgeline in an implement. We want to keep the Gruul Turf because it essentially just allows us to play more. It undoes like a mulligan, so we have an extra land. So we can get rid of this, play Forest, implement, play Forest, implement again, play Gruul, tap Gruul Turf, then we can go Rumble into Inspector and hopefully get something. So Raphael, I think, might help a little bit as well. We'll keep this. Emeralds are 6. We'll bottom this ridge line. Let's. Oh yeah, it's 2, isn't it? Probably just another ferocity, to be honest. I want to keep this inspector around. We might be able to get something interesting. We'll probably just play this out anyway as a 3-2. Alright, Faithless Looting. But if you draw an untapped land, going Rumble to try and hit a Tormod's Crypt can be good. They just hit double Highway Robbery, so they got a bit of a convoluted hand maybe. They did mull, and they probably didn't want to go to 5 like us. Yeah, look, we'll just play the Gruul Turf and say go, pick up the Forest. Like, worst case scenario, we can just put the Implement and just make a 4-3. I think we still play the Inspector next turn, just as a, here's my clock. I'm gonna say play, yeah, not doing anything else. Gatekeeper. Now I want to play the Gatekeeper. Just says a little bit better what we want to do. We can also potentially put a Ferocity on it to make it a 3-4. So it gets around bolts. I think we're still playing, like if they're playing Gutter Snipe here, we're 100% bolting it, and then we just do a Rumble. Okay. So we can play this Ferocity. Let's Rumble first. Alternatively, we could have played the Inspector. I want the Crush Rock, to be honest. We're going to be playing it next turn. Let's play the land. Ooh, not this one. We almost could play it, but let's just go Lightning Bolt on that. Let's crank this up to a 3-4. So it means more damage. Let's crack him for 3. And then, yeah, next turn, I mean, you can just play Crush Rock. It's probably the best choice. A 4-4 is good. They might want to just double bolt Gatekeeper anyway. Although if they're tapping out, we can also just Crush Rock into our Inspector. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might be better to do that. If we Rumble, let's just Rumble first and see what we get. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's grab the Yank because we might actually just be able to get food with that. Okay. And we'll play lands. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can actually... I do want to play the Yamp with that though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can sacrifice 1 and just play the Crush Rock. Maybe we do that. Let's do that. And get him for 3. And then next time we'll play Ent. I guess the thing was if we drew a land, yeah, it might be better. We're putting a lot on that one land we get from this Ent, but alas. We actually pushed lethal actually. We probably should have just tried to push lethal next turn. Depends how they tap out essentially. We could have played it, sorry, we could have played the Inspector instead and then just push 2 more damage onto this Gatekeeper. Got 11 cards. I mean, Chrysalis is very good. Let's just attack first. Oh no, we should have unearthed. Oh my gosh. Just 3, 7. We do, yeah, we do still have lethal. They'll have to bolt this Gatekeeper, I think. So that'll take 6 from the Chrysalis. We could have played it a lot better. Which I wish we did do that. Sorry, there's just some works going in outside. That's why I kept the Raphael in as well. Alright, they might bolt the Gatekeeper here. They have to actually bolt both though, they're on 3. It's 3 creatures coming into play. And we can also still play the Foundry Inspector. Yeah. Alright, we somehow got there by them not doing anything by turn 6. So I think we'll still run this as is. Do you want to do anything else? The oaths don't do anything. The witnesses feel a bit poor because they can be lava darted. I think that's still fine how it is. We could run maybe we should just try and do a split between... No, because this can actually get the gatekeepers out cheaper, so maybe we still play it like this. Yeah, we'll play this. See how we go. Maybe we can get a weather off. Come on, B-Man 420. Look, I still think this hand's actually okay. We will still just go tap land. Yeah, we'll just play this, tap this, go. We could actually run the Oliphant because it's just kind of like aggro-y as well. But we do want Forest more anyway, so... Alright, we're definitely bolting that. And then we'll play, yeah, we've got a couple of things we can do. So I think we actually, because Scrappling can be free, so I think we just bolt this now. And we actually ent for another Forest. Because then we can play Inspector, Scrappling, and then follow up the Chrysalis. Or we can just play Molten Gatekeeper, which is pretty good. Yeah, we just pass. Kind of like a Scred would be nice though. I think this deck needs to be running a couple more Screds. I think. We could play. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, yeah, let's just cycle. So they're not doing anything in particular. Let's grab a Forest. It's our turn. Alright, it's an Implement. Well, in that case, let us play the Inspector. Because at least we can play the Scrappling. Oh, they're just bolting us. This Fiery Tempering us, okay. But this does allow us to play these two out. Maybe this isn't even correct anyway because we want to play the Gatekeeper first. Probably should play the Gatekeeper first, I'm thinking now. But we can do an early. We can do a Chrysalis next turn. We can attack for 4. I don't know if it's better just to play Molten Gatekeeper though for 2 and then use the Ferocity. Depends if they tap out, I think. They might. Alright, just doing Grab a Prize for a Sneaky Snacker makes sense. It's a good card, don't get me wrong. If we draw a Weather the Storm, I think that's what we'll do. I think now we have to play Chrysalis, which is a little bit sad because we need to block the Snacker. Yeah, let's attack. Let's play this Chrysalis. We need to somehow flag some of this damage off. Rumble would be a good draw. Rumble would be a fantastic draw, actually. We have a very uphill battle, though. I mean, they didn't play Gutter Snipe, which is good for us. And they're just bolting us. Okay. We just missed out on like 3 damage, but we also did 4 damage with that. So it's really 1 damage different, and it was more insulation against Bolt, I guess. It's hard to know what's correct to do, though, I guess. We can also save... No, we can only save a Chrysalis from like one Bolt. Well, Bolt doesn't do it because we can sack the Scrappling onto the Chrysalis. We have a 2-turn clock on us, but they have 5 cards in hand and we're on 12. We kind of need to Weather the Storm really now. I mean, also like an Ent would be okay. Weather the Storm would be our best hit though. Alright, Highway Robbery. In terms of attacks, probably the best thing for us is them doing this. We get another Snacker. Okay. Yeah, just bolting us. We really do need something good here. Another Bolt. Lava darting us. We've got 2 cards left. Okay. How do we win this game? 2 cards are on 8. We can't attack this Chrysalis, which is a little bit sad. Do they have a second Fire Blast? Well, we couldn't do anything against that. I think they do. They're paying costs here. Fair enough. GG's. All right. Yeah. I mean, we couldn't do anything against that. Let's see what we were going to draw. Yeah, nothing too good. It didn't matter what we did there anyway, but that was a good game. Good game. All right, we're on the play against Filler. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is good. This is a very good hand. We just play Forest and play Scrappling, even though we can like wait to play it. Does give them some extra information, I guess. I think we just play it, get some extra damage in case if it matters. It's not the end of the world if they get rid of it anyway. You know, if we want to win with the Witness combo, we can do that. You know what I mean? But it looks like they're playing Jund. We could probably set up a way where we can hit them pretty hard. So this is good because now we can just attack this Scrappling, and we can try and win with like the molten hands that we want. All right, we will take a Forest so we can play Chrysalis next turn. Set go. I guess the option as well. Nah, we'll play Chrysalis and then worst case scenario is Wildfiring. They can cast down it, which is what it is. But then we can follow up an Ent, which is Hurt is very good. We do have double Vial though. We could set up a better Chrysalis with double Snakeskin and be very hard for them to get rid of it. Let's attack for 1. If we do that, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm kind of more into that. We could just do this, play the Inspector, and then just go get another Forest, and then we can... No, that doesn't do it either. I think this is fine. I want to keep the Ent back anyway. Like maybe Wormend to cycle. I just feel like we have Snakeskins in our hand, and I want to use... Yeah, there's Refurbish Familiar. Let's just target to get rid of one of these Snakeskin vials. Not doing much else. It'll just pass to us. Alright, well we have the combo. So let's just do that. It's another reason to do this, I guess. We'll play this. Should have done the other way around, because they might have a Snuff Out. Let's just Forest Cycle now. I should have done this first, because if they have a Snuff Out, we're cooked. Let's go to Forest. Play a Forest. Let's just do this a bunch of times. The annoying part is we have to kind of get this to an 18-18. Bring him more close so we can... The problem is, and they're not the same target. Let's stay F6'd. And then we can still play Chrysalis next turn. That's pretty good. Like we can Snakeskin Vial and then follow up with the Chrysalis, which is like fantastic. It's actually not too bad of a combo anyway once you really start it going. Just make it an 18-18 or whatever. So it's always cranking him for lethal, you know? They know that we have a Snakeskin Vial probably as well. So we don't need the combo after this either. I'll probably just go get a like an implement. Like if they do have a cast down, like 2 cast downs, then we'll probably just get an implement. So we can at least draw another card. Can't auto yield to it. I can auto yield to this though. Alright. Sacrifice onto that. And this can go get something as well. So play the Scrappling again. Say go ahead. And then maybe we can get you with an 1817 Evolution Witness. Lembas, you say? And they're playing a Galv Blast onto that. Well, let's just next game file that, eh? Make it a 4-3 if we can. There we go. You can cast down the Witness if you want, but we'll just... Oh, no, no. All right. We are in business if we draw a Bolt then. We may even... Yeah, there we go. All right, we've got a Bolt anyway. Bolt you. Attack for lethal. Oh, we're lucky. Alright, let's go to game 2. This is actually working a lot better than I thought it would. So, we're playing against some interesting stuff. So we'll bring in the oaths, I think is the main thing. I do like the idea of the vials help. We can't go down the combo. I think we just take out some inspectors and we can kind of win with these Molten Gatekeepers. The Crush Rocks are still fine. 4/4s are still just nice to keep around and we can make it pretty big. Maybe we just cut like a Scrappling and we give this a go. I think this is correct because we want to keep this for that. I mean, the bolts aren't that good. Maybe we just cut the bolts and just have more of a better engine. The crypts are a bit not that good. Just keep in like 1 bolt maybe. Oh, let's just keep in 8 crypt because they do play Blood Fountain. Like their grind is very good against us. And Null Spellbomb's also a very good card against us. This is good. I think what we will still do is just lead with Scrappling. Yeah, we'll keep. They're keeping. They multi-5. That's a big goof. The trick is to scare them with the combo, and they have to worry about it. But we just go Scrappling on 1, and then yeah, we just do the old Ent. We could even play the Oath and just sack the Scrappling as part of the bargain. Bargaining to token artifact, yeah, so we can do it. And the fact that they have is the land there, yeah, we got 2 Scrapplings, so I'm kind of into that. We'll play this, pass, because we can always adapt the Evolution Witness. Maybe we just get it to 5 mana so we can do that. Playing a Wellspring. So because they're playing Wellspring, we will hit their Black Source first. So let's go attack for 1. And this exiles into it. Exile target. So we'll bargain. So right click, cast with bargain. Sacrifice this. Target this. I know it's like a little bit iffy, but then if they have an offering in their hand, they can't actually offering the Wellspring and try and recover like that. And they're multi-5 as well, so yeah, this is what I was hoping for. Did hit a Rumble. Let's just go get a Forest with the Ent. Play this. Attack for 2, play the Rumble. And honestly try and hit another Oath, I think. Because that worked really well. I think we want a Mountain here. Yeah, we'll take the Mountain. Just play more then. And we can even play this and then adapt and get just like anything back. Yeah, I don't want to play the Scrappling. If they tap out, then we can just go Witness, adapt it, which I think I'm fine with. Or maybe not even. Maybe we just play Chrysalis. Yeah, I think we play Chrysalis. Let's sack the 2 first. Play Chrysalis. This is a bit of a watch this game. That's what I mean, because we have the combo, but we can just swap into like whatever lane we want to, which is pretty nuts. So we'll play this. We'll play the Foundry Inspector. So we'll sack this. We'll wait for that one to go, and then we'll do the next one. Do the next one. Play the Inspector. Play the old Scrappling and say go ahead. And then they either deal with the Chrysalis if they have something for the Chrysalis, or we do the combo. Yeah, and we head back up as well. That felt like brutal. All right, let's play another one. All right, we're into round 4 here. We're on the play, which is fantastic. This hand, we'll keep. We just use this escape tunnel to get a Mountain tapped. So then if we need to, we can bolt something on the following turn. But we got a good amount to the combo here, good interaction, and just a way to have a board presence as well. So I'm pretty happy with this hand. We'll see what we're playing against. All right, yep. So we'll just go to escape tunnel. Let's just get a mountain straight off. We could do it on their end step, but you know, who needs to play optimally when you got this cool deck? And we want to ideally rumble into another land. I want to be able to get to a cross shock. Okay, so they're this deck. This proliferates and gets more lands. We will still play rumble, try and hit. I mean, the Foundry Inspector would be good. Maybe we just get the Scrappling. And we'll just pass. I want to keep the land around. So all we need is the Inspector now. So and then we have the combo. It's even worth it to probably. Oh, I don't really want to do it for the escape tunnel straight off. If I was missing a land drop, then I could Scrappling the Witness to go get the escape tunnel. But this is the proliferate. I'm really just blanking exactly on what it does. I think what we'd still do though is just go land. Could just play the Crush Shock. Let's just play the Scrappling first, and then play this Witness. Because from my memory, it's like a combo deck, so I'd rather be able to just, you know, if we draw an Inspector off the top now, we can win the game. I think that's the aim of the game here. Can't exactly remember how they beat. I have to look up the. It's a very expensive deck though. Like it's all the depletion lands are like quite expensive. Yeah, it's a Storm deck. That's Poison Storm, I think it was. So yeah, we want to try and just go off and get the combo here. So they just proliferate everything and they have all their lands as well. So yeah, that's the end of the game. We essentially just need to get them with a the combo. So again, Foundry's the most optimal draw here. I think they're thinking whether they can go off this turn because they might think that we have the combo. So they don't run any creatures. So we'll be taking out. Well, our sideboard. I think we're just bringing in the Pyroblasts, and I guess we'll just bring in the Oaths. See what else they have here. It's likely just Poison Storm. They could be Ruby Storm, I guess. Be good to see either or, and then in which case Pyroblast is not good. They don't normally, yeah, they do run. This could just be straight Storm. In which case we'll just bring the Tormod's Crypts, and I guess the Weather the Storms, because we gain enough to survive one. We might be able to get another turn out. All right, it's happening. It is happening. Oh, it is the Ruby Storm. All right, we will. Yield through this. Yep, they're doing the thing. All right. Yield through this turn, please. We'll turn off auto yields. Oh yeah, because they can just go infinitely. Oh, they're running lesson. Okay. All right. Well, we probably should have Scrappling in response there, but I just didn't want to take forever on that turn. We'll F6 through and they can still do what they want. And we'll just bolt the Ferocity. Couldn't really get anything that good. We could have gone escape tunnel back, I guess. I mean, they're still doing a lot of stuff, don't get me wrong. Like, they're tapping now and they have this source. Okay, that's what they're doing. Okay. In for 3. That is fine with me. Well, it's not fine with me, but still. Get a spawn token. That gets a counter as well. Look, land's not terrible. I think let's just... I wouldn't mind playing the Crush Shock, but I actually just want to bolt the Weaver. We should probably play the Implement first. And I should have not tapped like a Drongo there, because now we just have red sources up. But anyway, we'll put a counter on this, because they run only 1/5 betting lesson. Okay. Not terrible. Make sure we just targeted that spider there, nothing else. And the question is, do we actually want to target the Ent or not? I think we don't. We just pass. I think we might be cycling for a forest. So then if we draw like a Chrysalis, we can do the Gatekeeper and play Chrysalis or what have you. And or play the Cross-Shock and just keep a... Again, it doesn't matter too much, but just keep up the Snakeskin Vial. It's still got a lot of cards in hand as well, so we're a little bit grim here. Probably isn't that correct anyway to sack the Scrappling to the Witness to get back the Ferocity, because we wouldn't have had Creature to draw off the other Ferocity. Alright, it's going to combat and nothing. We will take the block if they ever played Attack Platforms, Get Familiar. But also the thing is, they're playing a Caesar Storm, just get a giant creature, it looks like. It is a 7/7. Well, let's just cycle this. Get a forest. Trample is brutal. We need some level of Chrysalis shenanigans now. How do I beat a 7/7? Guess we can play Cross-Shock. Not attacking. Like, we can use this one of Vial now in our hand to make it big enough, but it's not really going to cut the mustard. I think we just take 7 first off, and then if we hit anything else, then we're in a good spot. Like, we can double block here, but it's just that's just like not what we want to do. And they just have red now. I mean, the whole deck is red anyway. Like, Implement's good. Hell, another creature is good. Really. The Reckless Impulsing. What do they hit card-wise? A big score and another Caesar Storms. Then playing another Caesar Storms is pretty brutal for us. Land is not where we want to be. We will just concede. Yeah, just a 9/9 is a bit too hard for us to deal with. So we kind of need a combo before them. They run 1 Firebending Lesson. Let's bring in the Crypts. Just bring in Weathers. I think we just take out this plan, and then we just go big on a Witness or not. Bolts are fine. Implements are fine. Cross-Shock can put counters on the Witness and save from the Firebending Lesson. This does feel crazy. What else are they bringing in? Nothing. They just have the Firebending Lesson. All right, let's run this. Alright, run the play. Come on, deck, give me the combo. Look. I think this is fine with Rumble and a couple of Ferocities. No, yes it is. I was like, oh no, because of this, but we good. We can play the Ridgeline, go get a Forest, play the Scrappling. Or even probably play the Implement, to be honest. Probably safe to play the Implement. They're mulling the 5. Alright, so let's just go tap land. So go. Alright, they're playing that card. Now I kind of want to Rumble. Or, yeah. Let's see, we're not doing anything specific. If we Rumble, we still can't play anything on turn 3. Oh, we've got that. Let's just go Forest Rumble. I think it's the best use of our mana. Let's grab the Crypt, and we will play the Crypt. Let's just keep this around for now. We don't need to hit him for 1 or anything like that. We're a little bit away from the combo. We could have maybe mulled to try and just get the combo out quicker, but there's a Leyline Weaver, alright. So I think the deck needs like Skred or something like that, you know? Another Forest. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we could just play the Forest and then get him. Nah. Let's play the Scrappling. Let's play an Implement. And we just play Gruul Turf, pick up the Forest. So go ahead, and then we should probably double Implement on the Scrappling, draw a card. They can't. Lesson, the first ever class lesson is a sorcery from memory. No, it's an instant. Well, so they can get firebending lesson. But if they're using that on their turn, that's quite alright with me. They can pay 3 mana to burn out a mere scrappling if they want to. Which I don't think they would anyway. So we can be pretty cooked here. I suppose if we have a Thornscape, their mana's a little bit interesting, but we don't really have a clock on them either though. Alright, it's going... Oh my gosh, what the hell? What the helly? Okay, so what they've done is they've just played a Sand Step Needle and say go. The Tormod's Crypt I think helps. Us drawing that doesn't help. I'll use the Gruul Turf and let's just try and... Let's beat this up and get like a resemblance of a clock here. I mean, that's not terrible. Do we play Raphael? That's a question. Nah, I think what we do is we play the Implement. And then we make that go to one more. I want to try and hit a bolt. That's what I want to try and hit. I'll take a second crypt though. That's kind of nice. We'll attack for 3. And then we'll use this sack to spawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, it's probably better to just play the End to be honest next turn. We'll just do that. We'll play the second crypt. I don't feel like having 2 crypts out does save us a bit more. Yeah, because I'm just reading Seasons of Storm and how it works is essentially it's only cards with flashback in your exile, so they can nothing really has flashback except for like Electric Revelation, I think. So they can still make some decent-ish big creatures, but that's about it. And they have to get through 2 Tormod's Crypts. So they could essentially have like their Caesar Storms can be like 1/1s or 2/2s or 3/3s. Because it's like a static effect. It just has the ability on it, which is what we saw before. Like they became 9/9s from 7/7s. Yes, it's create a red elemental creature token with trample and its creature's power and toughness are equal to the number of instant sorcery cards. So we don't have to go that ham. We can just sack the crypt when we need to and sack it again when we need to again. They can also just go off and play like a bunch of Leyline Weavers and win that way. It's probably not the best matchup, to be honest. Or like a slow mid-range build. Alright, well they're doing some resemblance of the combo now. Will they hit off the exile? Just 2 more Thornscape Familiars. Okay. I mean, again, they could just deploy those clowns out. It's probably good enough. Let's go land. Now I could play Raphael and Crushok, which is probably better because it blocks better. Let's attack with this Scrabbling. And then we can follow up at the end. I think that's better. It's kind of the same damage, except 1 extra little hit. And I like blockers. More blockers means we can get around their weavers and stuff. There we go. There's our Crushok in play. And suddenly we've got a 2-turn clock now, which is good. Alright, pass. Don't get me wrong, playing 2 Thornscapes is a pretty good dealio. This Raphael just blocks the Thornscapes very well. Them going first dev class into like double Thornscapes probably not terrible either. Just make a bunch of 3/2s. But if we're following up with an Ant, you know, this looks like this is what they might be doing. Maybe the weathers aren't as good. Because they can essentially just have a big board state. They just play all their Thornscape Familiars and call it a day. Alright, well there's the attachments. Let's just yield through to combat really. Yep, they're just playing their Thornscapes out. It's probably good enough to be honest. There's the big score, all their lands are out. Sorry, I should have turned off auto yields there. So we could have just exiled their graveyard now. Because it's currently 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they can flashback this, the Caesar Storm, I'm pretty sure. It's 7 mana. Oh, no, they can't. So now, what we do is we exile, because they don't get the big score, that one. I think this is where we do this. They got 2 cards left. Got them with the old F6. Let's see if it pays off, eh? I just want them just not to have a giant creature. And a Caesar Storm is kind of annoying because it's like 1, 2. Are they... It's not instant, is it? No, it's sorcery. See if these Tormod's Crypts are enough, eh? 3, 6. I mean, it's 10 power or more for them. Doing that with flashback first. Okay. I mean, it's interesting. It's probably more value anyway. They untap that. They get 2 more treasures. So now they could have technically done a seize here. A sneeze, if you will. Got 5 cards in hand. I mean, they still could have technically not cast the Caesar Storm. But they could have just played a land as well and done it. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. They might have one in their hand. Another big score. Okay, well, they had the mountain in their hand anyway. All right, we'll go back to... We'll just go here. If they have a seize, they have a seize. They're going to play it, you know. And we can't do anything about... they just flash it back now, and they have a giant creature. But we will... They'll probably flash it back. Normally they run like 2 Caesar Storms. Nothing else has flashback. They can still be like pretty giant creatures, don't get me wrong. We were probably still cooked here. Oh, they're playing a land. So we have to use the crypt here. I'm pretty sure they just run 2 Caesar Storms. And then they can just reload everything again. So we kind of like need a witness to like unload these tokens. How big are they? So they're equal to the flashbacks. They have 1 Caesar Storm, 2 Caesar Storms. So there'll be 3 3s, there'll be 4 4s. I think I trade with one, to be honest. Oh, they can Manamorphose, can't they? That's a problem. So what I should have done is blocked and went to damage. They need, like, they would have played on the first dev class. Big scores are instants, that's the issue. I think we're pretty cooked regardless, to be honest, because they can just, they have so many instant spells, they can just make these giant creatures. Should attack the Thornscapes as well. Yes, now it's suddenly they're 5/5. And then they just need a ham sandwich to make it a 6. They have another Seething Song. Okay. It's big yoof. Maybe we should have just waited. We'll lose our Crush Shock. Let us... I wasn't going to get rid of the Mere Scrappling here. We'll just play this Ent. But I think we're just cooked here, to be honest. We just played out. We got 1 card left. It is a 6/6. We're 14 as well. Big goof. Don't really know how we'll get out of this. Let's talk about the Chrysalises as well. I mean, how do we get around these, eh? Yeah, let's send in everything. So we will, I assume they have like an instant speed effect. We'll block the Weaver. Just block this. It's still lethal, I think. So if we block this, take 6, 12. Yeah, they need an instant sorcery basically. Okay, that's what happens. But we can also, if they don't play an attacker, we could potentially get them with 3, 4, 9. A bowl and some other shenanigans. Okay, I mean, they got that. Let us just try and win. That's what they have. They have 2 6/6s and a can-do attitude. Witness. Witness, witness, witness. What does that do for us? We can play it in Ferocity, but that doesn't do anything. We can also get rid of those 2 more instants. We can play it. Ferocity, pump it. Get a crypt. I think you have to anyway. 1, 2, 3. We've got 3 mana. We can drop this to, how big is it? To a 3/3. So we can't. So we'd have to like block, and then this would have to block like that, and then something else. I don't think we still have enough. Sadly, trade in the Scrappling to get another Scrappling. If we attack with everything, they block this and then take 4. They go to 8. We play this. They go to 7. 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. We have 3 mana after that. We can scrappling 3 times. That's not enough either. Crush doesn't do it either. So let's see here. So these are their flashback. Really, it's just we'll just be getting rid of 2. So there'll still be 4 4s. So we'd have to block, then block with a Raphael onto like here. Block. I mean, we're not dead. Let's play the Witness. I'm thinking about if we do have to get the Tormod's Grip. That's the problem. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's got Trample though as well. That is another problem. Oh, tight spot. So I have to play this. Target this with the Ferocity. You would have been good if you were in another spot here. It was close. If we could almost have targeted a land, a mountain. If we had just something else, we could have actually won here. Oh, so close. It was very close. We can also just get a mountain. We can get a mountain. No, we can't. We have to get the Tormod's Crypt. We may as well do a scrappling and just do it one more time. And then get the crypt. I don't think this is actually enough anyway. We'll play it. It's funny, if we had this Inspector before, we would have just won the game. All right. We will pass. So we block. No, we're still cooked, aren't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're still cooked. There was no way around this, sadly. Like another land, if we had another land, we would have used the Inspector. Maybe it was correct to attack then and see if they would have done anything, and then we could have just scrapplinged. Attack with everything and then play the Witness, but yeah, they just attack with everything. Because we can't even like activate the food, which is the issue. The Trample's the kicker, I think. Yeah. Just put it on there, I guess, and then just take lethal. GG's opponent, GG's. Yeah, in for 4. Yeah, I don't know what we could have done differently. Like, we technically had a combo in our hand. So let me know if you would have changed anything there. Alright. This hand, look, it's alright. 2 Witnesses is pretty good as well. So we'll keep this hand. We're on the draw. A little bit awkward with this Gruul Turf as well. But at least we can kind of just go Forest. We'll just go pick up another Forest to be... Forest and go pick up another Forest. So we draw another Forest and I'm not. Ridgeline. Well, now that we have 5, I think we just play the tap Ridgeline, and then we can play out Raphael. We can just curve out now Raphael into Witness. Although, if they're playing black, we might want to be doing something a little bit different with our Witnesses now. And hopefully we can just value train Witnesses and just keep playing Ents and stuff like that. That's the dream anyway. I think Zealot. Okay, so this is playing probably like a mono black aggro list, I guess. The good thing is our little tough turtle here is a tough turtle. We can just play this out, and it's a 1/3, which is actually pretty brutal to try and beat, to be honest. And they can't even cast down it because it's a legendary creature. So got them. And we'll, on our turn, we just go forest, play a witness, because we got another witness. And then we'll have a skip turn where we just play the Gruul's Earth. Ooh, Defile, nice. Alright, so just put a Black Devotion, that's fine. When there's any target of an opponent's choice. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think what we do now is just... I want to keep these Ents, because the Ents are going to be good. Let me just play that. I don't want to play this Evolution Witness into the Witch, because the Witch can just shoot it down, which is not good for us. And they've got the files as well. We need something extra for these Witnesses. We kind of need to go Witness end step, try and adapt it. And then we need to try and adapt the other Witness on top and hope they don't have anything extra. This is a good draw. I'm happy with playing this. Let's play a giant creature. Why not? There we go. No Chrysalis, just a Bannerhide Crushok. And hopefully they just tap out. Oh, they can't even tap out. This Witch is annoying. Maybe we're even holding on to these Witnesses until we get a Bolt or a Snakeskin Vial. We can adapt in response. Maybe just play it. Hold up the adapt. I think that's probably what we do. They can't attack anything, then we brick wall them. That's kind of nice, right? Okay. Well, that's good. Let's just play the Witness. And if they do that, then we can just activate the adapt. And then on our turn, we can actually bolt that and adapt twice if we need to. The Witches have got to go. I haven't seen this in so long. It's a good card. I assume they're just targeting the Crushok here, is my guess. It's a wild card. I guess it's Devotion though. Okay. I mean, we have to do our shenanigans with the Witness next turn. What's this 2-mana spell? Okay, well now that doesn't matter as much now. I kind of want to Forest Cycle this. They can shoot this if they want, I don't really care. Let's just get a Forest. And then at least we'll get a Generous Ent back. So just shoot the creature, I guess. But now we can go Witness, get Raphael. And we just bolt this. We've got 2 cards left. We'll get rid of this Witch and then we'll get probably a Witness back as well. I mean, it's tough if they have another Grey Merchant. That's going to be the problem child here, I think. Because we need a bunch of other creatures to block this Troll. Implement's interesting. So we can play this Witness. And then play a land. So if we just adapt, I think adapting at least we get a bigger creature. Let's adapt and get this other Witness. And gets not attack. And we'll just take a 6 damage, which is cooked. And if they exhume, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're very close to losing ourselves. 24 is a very high life total. I don't think there's that much that we could have done though. Yeah, we just take this. I'm hoping they exhume. No, they would have attacked with the Grey Merchant then. Probably should just play the Witness. The Implement, sorry. But if they had another Exhume, playing another Ent would have been huge. Okay. Let's play out the Witness. adapt it. Two, three. Oh, we need to have another mana for that. It's not as good. If we just play out the implement. Play out the implement, I think. Because either way, the witnesses will go down. And we just keep up the food. I think we need to keep up the food. You know what? Let's just do this. See what they do. Because a bolt would be nice. They probably want to cast down this end, to be honest. Look at Raphael. Inspector. So we can crack food. I kind of want to crack the food. I think we just pass. And that way we don't get absolutely cooked by this troll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we need to crack the food. Oh god, this is a tall order. Oh, yeah, we have to triple block this troll. And then we lose both our witnesses then. They're playing a Rager, probably just trying to get a cast down effect. We could also just take 6. I kind of don't hate that. But in this case, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can go to 8. We can play the Foundry Inspector. I think it's better forest cycle here. And just get another forest. Because yeah, if we draw anything, we almost have the combo now. Snakeskin Veil feels good. But like not good enough. I think we still want to be able to, like we could just play this Generous Ant again. I kind of want to play the small creatures though. Give us a sec. So we can go this, 1, 2, 3, forest. Yeah, let's play Raphael. Let's play the Inspector and then we can keep up the food token again. And also Snakeskin Veil, which I like more. It's turning into an interesting game, that's for sure. Going for the 3-2. Let's go. Alright, and then 1, 2, 3. Play this. Deal them 1. Yeah, nothing loses to anything just yet. Play the forest. Alright, we can pass. We can still crack the... I don't think we attack. I think we can win with the combo. I don't think we're in a place... I'm not happy being on 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ugh. That does it, doesn't it? That does do it. Then we got a 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, well, let's crack this food. We go to a very low amount. Oh no, it was 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It was 10, sorry. I forgot the devotion from that as well. Oh, we couldn't do anything about that. Let's see what's in our sideboard. Not a lot. I'm not too worried about the exhumes. We could bring in breath weapons, but I don't really like that either. I don't have Weather the Storms, so we could just cycle through. Although our deck is pretty streamlined against them, I think we don't bring in anything, to be honest. Let's just run it like this. The Grey Merchants of Asphodel are unfortunate, but it just is what it is, I think. I think we keep the Witnesses in as well. Yeah, I don't think we really change much. Alright, we're on the play. Let's see what we get here. Come on, deck. This is good. So we get rid of their early devotion. We have a way to kind of stave off their other stuff. So we can just go Ridgeline and then, yeah, just bolt 2 things, I think. We probably need to save the lightning bolts actually for the witches, so we can set up an evolution witness turn with like the ferocity or whatnot. All right, so we're starting off. We just play the ridge line tapped and say go ahead. And they're not doing much else, which is fair enough. Escape tunnel. We'll hold on to that for now. We'll just play the ferocity and say go. And hopefully they go witch pass. That's exactly what I want them to do. Zealot, okay. I guess the other option was getting the forest with escape tunnel. Let's play this and we'll pass. I'm not worried about doing this on the zealot, but at least we can bolt whatever, and then we can go get the forest, and then we can do evolution witness stuff with the implement of ferocity. Okay, attacking for 1 makes sense. Hopefully they just tap out for a witch here. A rager. I think we still hold on to the bolts. Oh, we could do 1. Let's do 1. A 2/2 is annoying. We'll do 1. And then we'll go get a forest. Sacrifice this, go get a forest. Because we need one badly. Here we go. Chuck you in. Alright, our turn. Generous end. Look, that's not actually too bad, especially if they try an exhume shenanigan. We'll still play the witness. And then we can use this wild to at least get an escape tunnel, you know? We can get our mana to hopefully get to an end. But this is ideally a good turn. Full lands, okay. Tap an untapped creature you control. Turn this card from your grave to the battlefield. Yeah, seems good. Oh, it's from Avatar. Let's go. They're playing another Zealot. Okay. We are not going to do anything too crazy. I think even we're just... No, we'll still do the implement of ferocity. We have to be mindful of Defile here. They don't attack. Alright, back to us. Okay, I don't want to play the Crush Hook just yet. Let's just put a counter on our Witness. And let's target, because we've got a land, we just target the ferocity again. Let's play it again. Let's just draw some cards, I think. Play the forest. Target that. And then we just keep up bolt and the other thing. Two Veils now, okay. Let's actually just play the ferocity again. Because we don't have double green anyway. Oh, the different artworks, I didn't notice that before. We don't really need to bolt anything either. And yeah, there's no point attacking because they can just use the Pentapus. It's more like if they go a cycle troll, we'll probably still cycle the Ent and try and get... even though I guess it's not even that good. Yeah, this is fine. I feel like we can outrun them with this Witness in play. Because at least they have to burn 2 removal spells to do anything. Alright, they're playing Thorn of the Black Rose. That is a good card. They have ways to block with it as well. Alright, now we're attacking with everything, that's for sure. They can still defile our creature. We'll just pass to our turn. We'll bolt this Thorn because I don't like it. And the Witch doesn't matter too much anymore. Oh, so close, just going big with that. So close. We're so close to the combo. I think we bolt this. And then we just bump once. I think we even sack the end. It did have a defile. We will have to use a vial here. At least we got the escape tunnel then. Let's target the tunnel. Has hexproof, doesn't do anything. Draw a card. Oh, that's the combo, baby, but we need actually another land now, which is the issue. Yeah, we just get the implement back, I guess. We'll play the land. Shame we can't just, yeah. I mean, we will sacrifice it now. Oh, we can actually use Unblockable to get the Monarch. Maybe we want to do that. I could play the Mia and then give it Unblockable. Yeah, we still don't have the combo just yet. We'll play this and we'll kill out the Snakeskin Veil and the Escape Tunnel, I think, and just see. We'll attack. Yeah, makes sense. Alright, your turn. The Escape Tunnel makes things fun. So does the Snakeskin Veil as well. And then we can just play the Crush Rock maybe. We'll play the Inspector. We'll Escape Tunnel the Scrappling first. And then we'll likely... Well, that's a good one. That stops our good old Comborino. But they have 3 cards left. Yes, they have the Monarch, but we'll grab it next turn and we'll stop them from ever getting it back. I don't mind if they get that back, that's fine. We just need to play more creatures, that's all. Could we play enough? Not really. But then we're in the swing of things then. We could also, if they have a cast down, we just Snakeskin Veil, attack with both. Four, 5. No, we're not playing anything extra here just yet. That is the combo. I think we play out this Inspector first. I shouldn't have played exactly like this. Well, no, we don't have lands actually. We give this Grappling Unblockable. So we'll do that. We'll give this Grappling Unblockable. I should have tapped and just kept the mountain down so we could have kept the vial up. Let's actually cycle this for a forest and play the forest. I think that works out well for us. We'll play the forest. Now this next Veil up. We can play this for free. If we didn't have the spell bomb, we could have just gone off here. Sack this Grappling. It's unblockable. We can Snakeskin Veil it if we need to. And then we'll sack it and try and bring it back. And then we can even just Vial to bring it back, actually. Let's sacrifice onto here and just try and bring it back. So with spell bombing. So we can the do have 6 months. Basically, if they have a Defile, let them draw a card first. Maybe we just let that happen and we just play this Molten Gatekeeper. So if they have a Defile, they literally need a Defile and they've already used a Defile. So we can get the Scrappling back. And then exile our Graveyard and we'll play the Scrappling. Yes, that happens. We just play this out. No, that doesn't do anything anyway. Well, let's just do this one. So we don't have another Snakeskin Veil. We may as well try and get something out of it, I guess. Chrysalis is a fantastic draw. We'll get this back. We'll play it again, and then we'll scrappling and just get a 2020 Evolution Witness. It should F6 here. Good thing it's the only card in the graveyard here. So we just base it on if they had any kind of Defile, which they don't. And now Defile doesn't do anything to this. So makes a huge creature, comes back. And a bit more mana, we could have done the Molten Gatekeeper as well. But now with Chrysalis and we have the Monarch, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Just make it a 16-16, I think. That's probably good enough for me. Yep, you can cycle that away. Get a little 16-15 giant creature. Guess could have done this. I wanted to get the Monarch, and this allows us to get the Monarch. All right, we'll just pass now. All right, well there's everything else. So they have to kind of remove the Witness here. Otherwise, we'll just go off. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so we can play. And we just probably play the Gatekeeper and the Raphael, just get more stuff down. Or we can play the Raphael. No, we'll play Gatekeeper and Chrysalis. Crypt Rats, they can do that for 4, eh? And that's pretty good. But they lose everything else, and then we also have very good. But I think the fact that we're going to follow up with everything else, I'm kind of happy with. So fire that off. Will they just do it for 1 then? Do it for 1. Let's just put on there, I guess. Essentially, they gain less life now. And they have to crack the Spell Bomb here, otherwise we get the scrapping back in our hand. Oh no, sorry, we didn't target the Witness. Look, they got 2 cards in hand, and now we can just initiate our Raphael, Chrysalis, Molten Gatekeeper plan. Yeah. They would have just done that anyway, would have lost the scrappling. Alright, they're on the 23, but I'm feeling good. We have the Monarch as well. Alright, let's play Raphael. Let's play land. Let's just play Chrysalis. And I kind of want to pump up this Raphael a little bit. I think we can afford to do that. We don't have any Snakeskin Bells anyway. We could have done this beforehand to see if we got anything interesting. I kind of want to play this when we can play another creature, and we just pass. Again, we have the Monarch. And we're close to having just another combo again now. It's pretty good. Crack a clue. We might be going to a game 3 here. They have 4 cards in hand. That's a fair bit. They're defiling that for 1 billion. Okay, fair enough. At least we can play this Molten Gatekeeper quite liberally now. They've got a lot of graveyard stuff. Yep, cycling through all that. Fair enough. They're just drawing all their spell bombs. Yeah, they should keep that one around at least. 2 cards left. What do we draw? Absolute Gasoline? No. Let's play this and 1, 2, 3, 4. Cancel. Let's play the Inspect. We do lose 1 life here from it. We can play this one. And let's just play the Implement of Ferocity for free. And let's put it on. I kind of want to set up a way where we're not going to just get cooked by a I just don't want to get cooked by anything specific. Still draw a card though. That was a very good draw, to be honest. So I'm thinking about keeping the Crush Rock back. I think we just sack these and get in for 5. Because if they play Crypt Rats 1, 2, 3, they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, look, I'm actually not going to play this Crush Shock, because then if they have a Swamp, Chrysalis survives to a Crypt Rats. Sounds absolutely unhinged, but I think we can get there with this like all the stuff in play. And worst case scenario, we can just Crush Shock a we've got the Monarch anyway. Like, they have a long way to go. Crypt Rats would be disgusting though. It's got 8. Yeah, 8 pay the Crypt Rats, and there you have 5. It's definitely not where it starts. I think we're bringing down Tormod's Crypts now, because if they run Exhumes, but if they run, they could have taken them out actually. Curse Marauder. I think what we're doing is we're targeting the Gatekeeper, I would say, because we can flash it back and probably finish them off next turn. I think that's what we're doing. We just target that. Did you get to bring it back there, but it's tapped? How much would it be? 5. Looks like they bringing it back. Okay, we got 2 cards left. Let's just see what they do in step, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, so they've cast down. 1 card left. So if we go bolt them, if we bolt them, drop them to 12, then it's 5, 6, 7, 8. We just unearth 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's just do this because we'll have blockers anyway for them. Well, there you go. That makes our job a lot easier. We'll play this Molten Gatekeeper, and then we'll attack with everyone, because they can cast down this still, but then we can just play our other creatures out. Just 5, 10. We just bolt them so they don't see all our other shenanigans. And then we're going to a game 3. This is a long haul. This is why sometimes I don't do leads, because they can be so long. I don't think we still want to bring in anything. I don't really care for bringing in Troublemaker Oaths either. The Tormod's Crypt Sign is good here either. I think we're fine as what we are. Let's not dilute from our plan. Our combo's good. Let's force them to interact with us. The Curse Marauder is very legit though. This is our opening hand, and it's actually okay because of the ends. And we have like most of the combo here as well. So it is slow, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind some interaction. Some lightning bolts. We're going to lead off. I think even because we've got the lands, we'll do this and then we'll just play the Raphael. Because we're not going to play this Witness unless we can get value from it. Alright, they're not playing the Witch themselves. The Witch is only good against the Witness, and I feel like we can just set up for that anyway. Alright, let's play the Tough Turtle that can't be defiled here or cast down. Just pass. And then, yeah, next turn, I think we're just double cycling these Ents. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. This could be troublesome if they just Exhume. You know, sometimes we just lose to a Swamp Exhume. It happens. Oh, thank God, it's 3 mana. Alright. Not punished, which is good. And we can block that Rager, which is extra nice. So we just play an Implement, and then we're probably just going to get a tapped Ridgeline, to be honest. Unless we get an untapped land here. Yeah, honestly, I think what we do... I mean, I'm mindful of... I kind of want to just get a Forest. Yeah, let's get a Forest. It's a little bit dodge, but then we can play it, play the Ferocity, and then we can just go get another Forest if we need to. I don't mind if they defile this Raphael. Like, we could have kept up the Crush Shock for that, but I'd rather keep the Crush Shock for the Evolution Witness, which they then can get the Raphael back. And if they tap out, we can play Witness and Ferocity and bring back Ferocity or some fun stuff like that. There's the Spell Bomb. Alright, there's the Pentapus. I do want to start getting stuff onto the battlefield because of the Monarch. Like, if they play Monarch there, there's a good likelihood that we were cooked. And they surveilled a swamp. They can't really attack. Yeah, let's just cycle this Ent so we can play Chrysalis. It's going to be absolutely ideal. Get a forest. I think Chrysalis and Chrysalis. I've heard that's good, so we're going to do that. They might cast. They don't. Yeah, again, they could defile Raphael, but I mean, they're taking 3 here. All right, we'll pass back to them. I think we're just going to double Chrysalis. I think it's the end of the game, and then if they Crypt Rats us, we can play Evolution Witness and bring back a Chrysalis. Oh, there's the cast down. I even said to... No, we'll play the other Chrysalis. Let's be real here. Oh, we lose Raphael. That's sad. Let's just on our turn, we'll play Chrysalis. And then we will follow it up by playing the Inspector, so we just get some more creatures in play. And we have a very decent creature in play, which will be good. Alright, they're in for 2. You missed a land drop, maybe? They might have another cast down. Okay, land's nice, we'll play that. Yeah, we'll play... Again, we'll still play this Chrysalis out, because then we can Witness, we can adapt, and then use the Ferocity on the Witness as well. Let's just sack these off. We probably actually want to just sack this other spawn token, really. Because I want to keep up this forest. And it also makes us look like we have like a Snakeskin Veil or something like that. Alright, we'll pass. A 5/6 is good. And then we can also still Banner Hide or something. Like if they decide to, I don't know, Double Defile. Double Defile still does it actually. But we could Crush Shock onto this. I don't know, a Double Defile doesn't do it with this Eldrazi spawn token. So exile our graveyard. This is, I mean, it's not good. I'd rather have my whole graveyard there. But at least now we can still Witness and chain this Ferocity. So if they go cast down this Chrysalis, we can discard down to this Inspector and then block something if we want to. They can't really attack here. We'll block that. That's fine by me. Again, we have the Crush Shock. This makes me think that they might have the Death Toucher here. They can Toxin Analysis. Do I want to do anything on top of that? No, that's fine. Four cards. Okay, not doing anything else. Okay. Rumble was interesting, but I think what we do is we just bring back Chrysalis. So we'll play this. We will target it with this first. Because then if they respond to it, they didn't. Okay, we'll grab the Chrysalis. Well, now I kind of want to do it twice now. You know what, let's just do it twice now. Means they don't have, and then draw an extra card, then we get the Chrysalis back. That's what you want. Let's not attack with the Foundry Inspector, we just pass. The hand's looking good. The hand's looking very good. So have a way to get the Ferocity back. We will still play this Chrysalis though, at ASAP. Wish we did have another red source. This is probably gone to time. Gotta play fast. We both got 5 minutes left. They might be able to safely zoom here as well, which is another option. There's the Crypt Rats. But then they've got 2 swamps out. So they might want to, like, we'll probably Inspector on, we'll crush. Oh, they're doing it now. It makes sense, doing it now. Toxin Analysis, okay. But we do have a Chrysalis in our hand. So yeah, they wipe the board here. Comes to us. 3, 4, 5. I mean, let's play a Rumble first. Grab a Mountain. And we'll play the Mountain. Let's just play a Chrysalis. And then we'll pass. They got 2 cards left. We still have a Rumble. We can double ping these Gatekeepers and then Rumble. Might just ping one, then play another Gatekeeper, then Rumble. Oh, they might just cycle that now, which makes sense. Probably just getting the rat back, I can imagine. Troll's fine. We can beat a troll. They might have a cast down though. Right, let's play this gatekeeper first. Sacrifice one of these. Play Rumble. Let's grab an Ent. And then what we will do is we will just sack all these. Because I want to keep the bolt up in case they try and toxin analyze us with a rat, which I feel like is coming. So we'll play this, and if they rat, then at least we have an Ent for backup. This is bigger than anything they have. We can also make our generous Ent bigger with the ferocity as well. So I'm feeling all right. They got all the cards in hand actually, so they've got a troll and then something else. All right, well they can play Gary, that's fine. They're playing a rat? Or an oblation. Oh no, they're just playing that. Okay, that's fine. They can play to surveil. I mean, still cracking him for 4-10 a lot. The answer is we're cracking him for a lot. I think what we're starting off with is playing the implement first. I don't think we're playing the Ent. We'll just put this on the banner because... Alright, 1, 2, 3. You know, we can't do anything just yet. We'll play the Gruul Turf. Pick up that. Let us attack with everything. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, yeah, 15. We just play out this. We're 4. So we have a blocker. They can't do too much. They have a cave troll in hand, and we have a bolt. So we play a creature. I think we just target this thing, to be honest. The troll in 1 unknown. Swamp cycling that, okay. Land and another Great Merchant. I mean, that's good, don't get me wrong. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, just flash this back. And then we'll play this. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just attack with this, this, and this, and see what they do. Because we can put a counter on something, and we've also got this bolt. And this thing just has trample as well. Yeah, they just take it all. Bolt you for lethal. There we go. So this deck didn't do too badly. There we go. All right, 3-2. We'll do a quick wrap up. All right, so here's the deck that we ran with in the end. I think we relied on pings a little bit, but I think probably we could just cut Raphael. I love Snakeskin Vial. I like the Ferocities, the Mere Scrapplings. You can play this mid-range plan really well. I think Kerblingsy had the same issues with some of the cards where we can play a good mid-range game. I think I really want to, and this probably sounds crazy, but you could either run some level of extra removal. You can make a Scred land base, and then you can essentially just run some Scred spells. Because we're not bolting too much straight to the dome. We want to try and control the board state. So you could potentially cut down to like 2 bolts, maybe like cut a Raphael Tough Turtle, cut a Implement of Ferocity, and then cut 2 bolts, and then run 4 Scred. 4 Scred, yeah. Essentially run 4 Scred and then 2 lightning bolts, and then you have ways to handle those bigger toughness creatures. You have ways to handle Chrysalis, and yeah, we're meeting our land drops anyway. And you know, it doesn't really affect our mana base too much. Like we can probably just cut these escape tunnels anyway. They felt a bit rich. You kind of want to. We're quite mana hungry, and we want to use our mana a fair bit. So the escape tunnel worked once when we wanted to get the Monarch in that last match, but outside of that, it's always a tapped land, and I think you could just run like a green-black, a landscape essentially in that spot instead. The sideboard I'm kind of happy with. I don't really mind it. The Tormod's Crypt I did like over something like a Relic, because we are a deck that wants to use our graveyard a fair bit. So I probably won't change too much around this. You could probably maybe even cut a Pyroblast and run something else like another Weather the Storm, so you have more against burn, because I feel like we're kind of fine against blue. Like we have Mere Scrappling and stuff to block their terrors and whatnot, and maybe fairies might be a little bit rough, but we are running 3 breath weapons, so we're already bringing a fair bit for fairies anyway, so probably cut a Pyroblast for a Weather the Storm. But that's probably what I'll change in this deck. I am looking at trying like its cool green white counters list again with the combo, but with some really cool aggro builds as well. Anyway, that's it from me. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.